Well, hey there, strangers. How's it going? My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 175 of our Jade Cocoon 2 playthrough, where we are continuing to explore the bonus forest here in the post game. So, we just parted ways as we were making our way through Wind Sport number 5. We're getting increasingly closer to wrapping up the level 6 Wind Forest. I think, what are there, 6 islands, possibly 7. So let's just keep on journeying onward. Not really too much in terms of a recap because we haven't had a lot going down. So you know what, I'm gonna drop this crappy lovely gem. It's not super important, and I might honestly just go ahead and use my hide spore so we can hurry on along. Oh my god, we dropped one in order to replace it with something else. What? Was I blind, or was there not someone that was here? Definitely looked that way to me. Okay, let's go ahead and just pop this hide spore. Kahu really should lay off the drugs. I mean, do we even know what the side effects would be for some of the things that we just casually take as we're running through these forests? I don't think Kahu really has considered all of these things and the impact it could be having on a system. But, you know, whatever. I'm not going to judge. That's none of my business. So, friends, I hope life has been treating you guys well. As for, I suppose, the final thoughts that I have regarding the story I was sharing with you. Oh!
Hi, Kahu. Healthy is happy. Oh, yeah. Today, I have a present for you from Vanilla. In gratitude for your constant patronage. Ta-da! A Vanilla action figure. The Ultimate Sweet Nights Revival Commemorative Limited Edition.
Okay.
Yow! Maniac! An explosively rare item. A must for maniacs in this field. Really a gem of an item. It might just go up in price if you hang on to it. Rare, huh? She seems happy over nothing.
I would also agree with that sentiment. I don't even remember how we can check. Would it be... Oh, you know, in their own tab. I accidentally bought quite a few. Or I thought I had bought multiples, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I wasn't that out of touch. I don't even really remember, you guys. So that's her sitting down, and this one is super rare because it's silver or metal. I guess it's supposed to be like a chrome version. I don't know. I'm not that impressed, but thanks, I suppose, Vanilla. I guess, you know what? It's free, and it's not taking up one of my item spots, so I'm not mad.
Items are sure to go up in price.
Great. Well, hopefully one of the weebs that is obsessed with you, one of them won't come and kill me for it. That's all I'm hoping for. All right. Well, we got what we we're looking for so that we can move on to the next island. I feel like we are truly just kind of flying through here. Let me drop this. I might have to begin just using my books a bit prematurely because we're running out of space, y'all. And it looks like an opportunity will be present sooner than later, because wasn't there a guy? I feel like the beasts of the field are just disappearing. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Can we get him from behind? I think these douchebags stun. So we're not even going to give him a chance to get that shit off on me. But back to what I was starting to say to, in a sense, I suppose, recap my thoughts and the story that I did disclose in our last episode. Things are going well in my camp. Andrew and I have our move that is rapidly approaching. It seems like each day we draw nearer and nearer to that point, which is a little unnerving, but also equally exciting. Work has been insane as usual, but I feel like in spite of all the craziness that's kind of gone down, there's been just a sea of good things as well that have kind of flooded my life. And whew, I'm very grateful for some of the opportunities that are being presented to me, and will hopefully give Andrew and myself a little bit more padding and a little bit of cushion as we make the journey into a completely new area. So it'll be good stuff. So what about you guys? Does anyone have any fun summer plans? I guess thinking ahead for myself, I think once we get down there, so we're moving in June. Well, we should hopefully be settled in by mid-July, I would guess. It shouldn't take more than 1 or 2 weeks to really have all of our ducks in a row. I mean, like I said, we've been through this rodeo before. It's not like we've never moved cross-country or across numerous states several times. So this isn't even like the second time. It's, for me anyway, more like the 5th time or 6th time I've taken such a big leap from one area to another. So I'm really not that concerned about it. Oh no. And as I say this, please don't confuse my folks. Oh, thank goodness. We guarded against it. So feeling much better about this. Feeling much better. But thinking in terms of what is going to be taking place for the rest of July, because I would, in my mind, I foresee it being, we'll get there, we'll unpack, we'll probably need a week just to recuperate and kind of get our home livable so that we don't have just boxes of shit everywhere. Then maybe like week number 2 would be more so devoted to Andrew kind of getting himself situated with his new university. I don't think I'm going to immediately start job hunting. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would at least look and see what's there and talk to some people. I've already kind of just been keeping my ears open and my eyes a bit peeled. I do have, I wouldn't even call her a friend, a loose acquaintance who, wow, really? Good job, Jack. Good job. I do have a very loose acquaintance who shared with me she has a good friend that lives in this area, and her friend anyway had just kind of like emailed her something. So I mean, I guess in a sense, like I've kind of already started laying out very loose connections. I really don't even feel comfortable calling it that. I don't even know this other girl's name. I don't have her phone number or anything, although I'm sure I could get it if I, hit up my acquaintance and was like, hey, we're heading down there. I know your friend kind of was mindful of some opportunities that were surfacing. Could you let me have her info so I could just call her and maybe utilize her as a resource for navigating the area? I don't know. I'm not really that concerned about it. The point is, of all of this, is to just say that I'm not thinking that even in the month of July, even if, it only takes like the first 2 weeks for us to get up and running, I still think that I am going to tread lightly, at least for that first month, while I figure things out, get into a new routine, and then I would guess August would be when the true job hunt and job search would continue. And that's, of course, assuming that my current company doesn't want to extend the offer that they've already made and have me fulfill some sort of, even if it's just like a part-time remote position. I really don't know what that's going to look like following my move. And it's very possible that they will be fine and they will no longer need me at all. Oh, and it actually looks like there are 7 islands. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to that so much as you were listening to me, but just to throw it out there and acknowledge that. So I'm really not too sure what my relationship with them is going to look like come that August date. But if they do keep me on in a remote capacity, I won't feel as much of that pressure to, hunker down and begin cold calling or submitting my portfolios to places or filling out application. There's just a Mao walking around like it's not a big deal. Like he just hangs out here all the fucking time. What the fuck? This is kind of scary, you guys. We're not in Kansas anymore. That is for sure. So we'll see. I guess all of that is just to share that I don't really have any major summer plans. I know we don't have any big trips or vacations in mind, or at least I don't. I'm sure Andrew might go and spend some time with his family. For the last couple of, I would guess it's been like 3, maybe 4 years. His family now does like a summer trip where they'll go for a week somewhere. I think last year they went to Montreal. The year before that, I think they went to Florida. This was before my douchebag brother-in-law moved there, I believe. And then the year prior to that, they had visited us in Colorado, and we went to like this nice remote area that was just really chill, really laid back. It was good stuff. So, oh my gosh. Life is rough over here in this camp, you guys. Can you guys on the enemy side stop fucking with my team? Would greatly appreciate it. This could mark the end for our beloved Ciara. We'll have to see. Oh, you know what? You are a lucky bitch. Would you stop? Like, how? Wow. So, it begins, I see. You know what? I don't mind if Kahu gets hit. We've been wanting to use these books, right? And we've got items to go ahead and... Yes, please hit me. And Ciara, for the love of fuck, can you attack the enemy? As long as we keep Keela alive, we're in good shape to heal everyone on my team back up. I just... Nope. There we go. And make that 2 people dead. Like, this is so ridiculous. Oh, okay. Well, now we'll go ahead and rotate because I'm not trying to get too close to death here. The confusion, y'all. It is rough. Rough. But it could always be worse. And at least I put Check to sleep so I don't have to worry about his crap. And hey, I was bitching about how I desperately need to start using some of my books. And here we go. I think the only person I'll bring back will be Keela. And then I'll leave it up to her to do the rest. And hey, HP back books coming into play. Y'all, it's like I planned this ahead of time. Except not really at all. Oh, okay, for fuck's sake. Well, there goes Check. Not what I was really hoping for, but I guess, you know, it gets the job done. Well, what are you guys going to be doing this summer? So I kind of went through, I don't really know. I might still be working remotely for my current company. That might conclude come July or come the end of June when we move. I don't really know what capacity they are envisioning this extra grace that they're extending to me. Although, you know, it goes both ways. It's through my grace that they even wanted to do this, which is really cool. You know, I say it kind of jokingly, but I still just can't wrap my head around the fact that they're wanting to do all of this for me just because I didn't act like an asshole. Like, I feel like I did the bare minimum that I would expect from other people, but it is nice when you finally feel like your efforts are rewarded. I think back on my dad, who was just such a genuine, kind person, and the thought that so often in his life he would give and give and give and rather rarely receive anything back. I've never really considered myself to be one of those people that, you know, got screwed out of a lot of things. Like, he definitely, as sad as it is to think back on, I would say my father was one who, you know, he suffered silently and he endured a lot and never really demanded that people give him what he was due, even though I really think he should have advocated for himself more, you know, but hindsight's 20/20, and it's so easy for me in the comfort of, you know, my home and much later in life, it's easy for me to look and say, oh, Dad, you should have done this, or you should have said that, or you should have told this person to go fuck themselves. Like, well, sadly, life isn't always that way, and sometimes in the moment you just want to do what seems the easiest or seems the calmest and, you know, just brings about the greater level of peace. And I think he was such a peacemaker that if it kept people placated, he would endure any shit that kind of landed in his lap. And it just sucks because I think he was really due a lot of great things from the cosmos. So anyway, I don't want to get off on that tangent. Whoa, my God. I don't even know where the fuck I am, you guys. I am going in all kinds of circles. The point of me sharing all the... Comma?
Jumped me.
It is a comma. What? I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen these. I haven't honestly even been thinking about comma because... Oh, it's this thing. It's so cute. I don't know what he's going to do, but I hope he hits Saskan. What is that? Oh, that's a shit we've seen before. I think Lilith was doing that crap, and it randomly applies effects to people, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it does, but whatever. This is perfect. This gives me a chance to bring people back, heal them up completely. So from one item that... What? And that doesn't affect Kahu at all, so hey, even better. But from the utilization of one resurrect item, we will be able to bring everyone back together. So it's one of the reasons I think Adia is so good. You know what would be incredibly OP, you guys, is if Adia did more than one person at a time, like it basically, the effect could apply to 2 people, that would be a little broken. I mean, I would still use it, but I'll even confess that would be a little bit much, even for this game. So to wrap up, I suppose, my final pieces and the final thoughts that I had regarding the Cosmos, you know, finally giving you what you think you deserve. It's just very interesting because even though I wouldn't consider myself to nearly be on the same level of endurance and suffering as like that of my father, I do think it's really refreshing, and I'm sure some of you would also agree, when you feel like you go above and beyond consistently through your life, but it's kind of a back and forth game where sometimes things work out in your favor and then sometimes they just do not. So when things do finally come to pass positively for me, I'm a happy girl. It's, you know, it's the little things. I don't think it's hard to keep me pleased and to keep me smiling. And I definitely have something to celebrate now. So that is where I'm at with that. Hopefully, I guess the piece of all of that ties into my inability to really plan what's coming up in the summer is whether I'll still be attached to my current company come our relocation from Wisconsin to North Carolina. We'll just see. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be good either way. I'm not too incredibly concerned about it. I know I shared with you guys an episode or 2 ago that where we're moving in North Carolina, there are so many opportunities, I think, at least for me. Maybe, you know, if the roles were reversed and I was the one who was uprooting Andrew and bringing him somewhere else, I don't know if he would necessarily find himself in as comfortable of a situation as I will be where we're going, just since there are so many avenues that I can explore for either teaching or for more of the public health or health education route or just the raw like data analyst or science route. Like I really have, I would say, 4 solid foundational environments that I can thrive in and perform beyond the expectations of the organization or the employer. So I'm really not concerned about that piece. But it does beg the question then, what will he and I be doing? Let's assume he's not going to be going on a trip with his family. I don't know if Andrew and I will take a little vacation or if we'll wait. I cannot believe we're coming up on a year since Andrew and I, since we had gone to Ireland and since my father passed away. It just feels like it all went by hella fast. Just, woo. You know, I guess that's why they say that time really flies and you should sort of slow yourself down and not be in too much of a rush to grow up or for things to happen how you want them to. And you should be more willing to roll with the punches and let life unravel at its own pace. And I would agree with that because I feel like, holy crap, y'all. To me, it doesn't feel like it's been, here we go. So it looks like we inadvertently made our way to the Princess Vine. We'll just keep on hustling here. I don't know if I need to use this, but just to not take up any space here, we'll just plop that onto Deidre. So I don't know what we're going to do if maybe come August, depending on what commitments Andrew has. I want to get him from the back because he's going to have, well, you know, he might be fine. I think, well, he's not the final, maybe it's a different one. Because I think this is the final form of a Mao also. But I don't know. This one might be, I don't know. You guys, I really don't fucking know. No, it's the smaller version of it because he's doing this crap. Have my buddies really been so delayed? Maybe I've seen this before. Whatever. It's all good. I'm not that concerned about it. But I don't know if Andrew and I will take a big trip anytime soon. If we did, it wouldn't probably be August because I think Andrew, now that I'm just talking aloud and kind of reflecting on it, he probably is going to be a bit busy with shit going down. But I do know that we've got a couple places in mind for our next big trip. I think it would be really nice to go to Malaysia. I don't know. It seems random, right? Saying it out loud also makes me feel like, maybe that is a bit of a absolutely random thing to offer up for a trip. I mean, it certainly, I guess, doesn't hold the same weight as someone saying like, yeah, I'm going to go to France, or, oh my God, yeah, I'm going to go to Spain, or, wherever. I think Europe is, for whatever reason, like a hot spot for a lot of people. I don't really think Europe, I mean, there's so many countries there. For me, I've enjoyed the places that I've seen, but if I can just pick a place to get up and go and see and spend a week, I wouldn't go back to France initially. Like, I'd go back to maybe eventually retire or to visit a friend, but if I had to pick a place right now, like a top 3 list of where I would go to travel, not saying that these places are any better than others, but just places that hold a little bit more value for me right now, given everything I've already seen in my life, I would pick Malaysia. Maybe I would want to go to China. Specifically, probably Hong Kong. I do have a good friend that lives there right now, so I think that'd be a nice way to, just see her, spend some time with her, find out how she's doing, and also see something new. I've never been to Hong Kong before, so, it's always a good reason to, well, looky here. I don't remember. Is that the final form, though? I think it is. I really think it is, because Hank was a different type of that beast, of what Shelby is, and I think that was the last look for... No, that can't be. Shelby is not ready. There's another one after this, right? Surely there is. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? But I would pick Malaysia, maybe Hong Kong, in China, and a third one. Where would I go? Where would be a priority top 3 place? You know what would also be kind of cool? I think going to... honestly, I think going and seeing New Zealand would be amazing, and it would be something that I would enjoy immensely. So those would probably be the 3 I'd pick right now. But honestly, you know what? If Andrew did say, hey, Rabbit, surprise, I booked us tickets, we're going to Portugal for a week, like, I wouldn't be upset about that. Or even if, in spite of how many times I've been to England to see family, I wouldn't mind if he said we were going to England again. But even if he said fucking London, like... Is it really going to feel like that big of a vacation? Probably not for me, but it'll still, in a sense, just getting away from what you know and experience something different, and, just being able to relax. I think that is worth so much more than worrying about, exactly where you're going and trying to hash out some specific schedule that doesn't really fucking matter. And oh shit, why did I rotate to this side? My only damage dealer is fucking sleeping. So not super great. And she's confused, so even when she comes up, god damn, that Sascand might need to find its way into my party as soon as I do have a chance to do more merging, because it seems like it's not amazing, but it gets the job done. Especially because it can apply multiple types of status effects. The only thing is it only impacts one person. So you'd have to kind of, I guess, weigh the pros and cons of that. Like, would you rather have the sleep effect apply potentially to everybody? Or, let's go and use the botulism book. Or would you rather have a single target status effect, but the status effect itself is random, so you could apply sleep, you might apply blindness, you might apply poison. I don't think it has the potential to apply petrification, or at least I haven't seen it yet. Or if it has come up, I didn't notice because I was not really fucking paying attention. I was talking. So where would you guys go if you could pick a place to just uproot yourself today and go and be for a week? Doesn't even have to be a week, like 5 days. Like, would you pick a European country? Would you want to go and see East Asia? Would you want to go see South Asia? Like, what would suit you guys? It really is a hard pick, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, I feel like even though we're in Wisconsin, if Andrew even just said we're going to go and we're going to take like fucking 5 days and go chill in a nice bed and breakfast in Door County or somewhere further up north, that in and of itself would be an outstanding vacation for me. Like, no, it's not like South Korea or New Zealand or Australia, but it'd still be a lot of fun, I think, to go and to just enjoy ourselves outside of our usual routine. And I don't know, I think it's good to get away is the point of everything that I'm saying. So I would love to hear where you guys would like to go, what you'd like to do, what you'd like to see. I think I'm one of those people that when it comes to vacations, I really shy away from having specific set plans and like programs. My memory of as a child when we would do any sort of trip, whether it was going to see family in or outside of the country, or even if it was just to take a day trip somewhere, one of the things that I absolutely hated was my mom was super obnoxious about wanting to plan what we were doing every single hour. So it didn't ever feel like an actual vacation. It honestly felt like going to boot camp, because it's like, okay, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. we're doing breakfast. If you don't eat in that time, then you're SOL. And then from whatever hour, I guess from like 8:10 until 9:10, you can shower and get ready. If you're not dressed and ready to go, well, it sucks to be you. You're wearing whatever it was you slept in. Like just things like that. And then, the whole day would just be plotted and planned. And yes, some of the activities were exciting. I shouldn't say some of them. I think she tried with the budget that we had and where we were at in our lives. Like she did her best sometimes to keep everyone entertained and distracted, I would say, because I don't think happy is accurate at all. I don't think she really gave a fuck about whether or not we were happy. But, whatever, water under the bridge, all that. But she did try to just, kill time and keep everyone distracted from things that were happening and going down. But it just, I think it made the vacations less enjoyable than like weekends when we could just lay low and do whatever we wanted. And I'm not an idle person that just likes to sleep in. Like the latest I sleep in is like 6:30 a.m. Maybe once in a while I'll sleep in until 7 a.m. if I stay up until like 11 p.m. I know I sound like a fucking grandma. 11 p.m. is when some of you are just getting started with your day. But for me, it's like I like to go to bed early because I like to wake up early. I think that's been something I've shared and disclosed with you guys numerous times, but I'm offering this again to say, like, it's not like I was idle and she really had reason to feel like she had to structure so much of our day when we would do these trips. I think it was really just about control, as was the theme with her anyway. So it was unfortunate and not the best, for sure. not even close to just being okay. It was not good in any way, shape, or form, but we survived and we made do with what we had, and oh my goodness. Whatever. You know what? I don't care, because they're going to die, whether it's to poison or I guess the petrification might take down somebody this turn. Maybe. No, he is still kicking, but he's moving slowly. I'm nervous about being on this side, but it might be okay. Oh, ha ha ha. I didn't even realize Ragalina's still going. God damn it, Krusty. You're fucking up. Oh gosh, how bad would... Okay, no. Keela's not confused, because I was getting ready to say, how terrible would that be if Keela actually applied that and brought back his bro? Wouldn't have been pleased with that. Alrighty, friends. We will hopefully be done exploring this island shortly. There can't be that many... Oh god. Do I have a hide spore? Let's just use this hide spore and try to run through in 1 minute, see anything that's left to be seen, because we don't have the... I'm pretty sure we do not have the key spore we need. Or if we do, we still need to go through this because we've got some ogre vines still in need of being looked at. What? Is this a mini boss? I don't really know what to say. That's very strange. We just walked in. I mean, you guys saw. Like, I don't really need to recap that for you in real time, but that's really weird. I don't know what this thing is going to grant us or what the point of him being here is, except maybe to just keep you on your fucking toes. Maybe he's got the key that we need to move on to the next island. But either way, just so that this isn't another like very, very, very long episode, although we're pretty close to 30 minutes, so maybe we already have fallen into that territory. But either way, we will go ahead and part ways here. When we resume in episode number 176, we'll be ready to take on this possibly mini boss, finish up the last ogre vine that exists here on Wind Sport number 6, and yeah, we'll just keep on moving through. So thanks for watching. I'm your host Rabbit, and we are playing Jade Cocoon 2 together, where we are continuing to focus on the bonus forests here in the post game. I'll see y'all very soon.